Good morning. It is 8:10 a.m. on Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I've been up for a little bit. I got some good sleep, and then kind of felt like taking a shower and having breakfast before recording, and so I did. This is 5 more minutes. Yeah, so you just heard Rocket barking just now. I think, feels that he was entitled to some of my breakfast and is feeling neglected and left out, that he didn't get to have part of my fried egg. Um, on that note, by the way, shout out to fried eggs. You know, when I cook eggs for myself, usually I do them either scrambled. Um, I kind of make the equivalent of an omelet without worrying too much about the structure of it, just kind of like a scramble. I'll put omelet things in there, but then it's kind of all just mushed around instead of trying to make it into a neat little thing. And that's how I would usually do it. And then sometimes I use this little plastic thing that goes in the microwave that produces eggs that are similar to poached. But today, for whatever reason, I had just one egg, and I decided to fry it, and then I put some salt and pepper on it, and oh boy, just really good. Just the simple things, right? In any case, though, we didn't do our episode of... Buddy, come here, buddy. We didn't do our episode of So Many Levels last night because of Blackout Tuesday, where a lot of different online arenas decided to, pause their programming, so to speak, in honor of Black Lives Matter and those, the protests going on right now. And so, in solidarity with that, we didn't have our episode last night. I'm a little relieved to see that the protests last night continued, but at least by the standard of the last week or so, relatively nonviolent. Obviously the tensions are still there, but it seems like they weren't, there was not as much violence and looting and that sort of thing, which is good, right? I mean, I think the goal is to try to produce change and be noticed, ideally without people having to get hurt, because people getting hurt is part of the problem. But yeah, I'm not going to get back into the whole thing. I think that there are better voices than mine to speak on all of that. But one of those voices in particular is a woman named Tanya DePass, who goes by Cipher of Tear on Twitter, and is one of the players on Rivals of Waterdeep, which is an actual play show that is really good, that I've been following since that one started. And she does a lot of other things in the gaming space. She's behind, I believe, the I Need Diverse Games sort of hashtag and concept. And she decided to do a stream yesterday where she was raising money for the bail fund and other sorts of similar charities. And she set an initial target of $500 and ended up raising $147,000. I'm pleased that I was a small part of that. But yeah, just kind of this, it's just a suggestion that this is an amazing moment we're in right now, in the sense that, it's scary. Success is not guaranteed at all. It's very sad, and can make us angry, but seeing those points of goodness too is wonderful. You have to, I think, like some news reporter paraphrased a poem yesterday that I'm going to have to paraphrase again because I don't remember the exact wording of it. But there's a crack in everything, and that's where the light gets in. And I think, that feels like an apt metaphor for the moment. Just everything being kind of broken, but maybe those breaks are where we can start to make things better. All right, so I'll go ahead and leave it there for right now, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.